in life we have seasons. We have the seasons of planting, we have the seasons of weeding, we have the season of harvesting. Don't take a break from resting, but take a break from work. Who came up with these dates? Who came up with all these things? Now, which is better, for you to keep on rushing things and reach a point where you come to an instant stop and now you cannot figure things out? Paul says that if you don't work, you should not eat. Hello there, I hope you are good. I have some few questions that I believe are going to change the trajectory of your life. I know in life there are questions that we've been battling with, and there are many people asking themselves questions, and people who are in business and people who are in profession, in different fields of profession, and even in our lives, we come to a point where we are asking ourselves questions, and what we are seeking for is for someone who either identifies with these questions or someone who will be able to kind of provide a blueprint or a frame of how we are going to handle this. Now, I have some few questions here that some people sent to me. I'm going to go through them and we just try to discuss and see what are some of the things we can come up with. So I'm going to answer, but if you think that I've missed out anything, I encourage you that let me know what you think in the comment section. And also, if you have any questions which might arise from the question that I have, just let me have it in the comment section. Then I will go through it and I will try and provide answers to it. So the first question is, why do I feel stuck in life even though I'm doing all the right things? Feeling stuck in life is something that every person will go through at some point in their life. Either you are an entrepreneur or you are employed, you realize that life has its own strange ways. And sometimes maybe you want to start this business, or maybe you've already started, but it comes to a time where things seem not to be working out and you feel as if you are not making any progress. But what I want you to understand is there is progress that is being done even though you are not seeing that result. You know, in life we have seasons. We have the seasons of planting, we have the seasons of weeding, we have the season of harvesting and stocking. Now, the season of harvesting, the season of planting is characterized by you putting in a lot of work and nothing is happening. You go to the farm, you dig, you prepare the land and so on and so forth. You place the seeds, you cover them, you start watering and nothing is happening. You know, if maybe you're farming maize, it will take up about 7 days for the maize to start to germinate. But there is some work that you must put in, and that is where most people are when they say that they are stuck. If you say that you are stuck in life, it's like you are in that period where it seems that you are putting in work but nothing is happening. But what I want to tell you is that there is something that is happening, and what is required from you is just to understand that this is the season of where you are sowing. This is the season that requires just a little patience. This is the season that requires you to just continue pushing on and doing what you can be able to do. And within no time you realize that now you are starting to see results. The next question is it still worth chasing purpose when I feel like I'm too late or too far behind? First of all, who told you that you are still too far or you are late? You know, most of the time we define things just because of the norm, just because of what exists. And we realize that we are trying to change or to live our lives because of the things that we found here. You have been told that by this age you are supposed to have married, by this age you are supposed to have accomplished or made in life, by this age you are supposed to have started your own business, at this age you are supposed to retire. But who came up with these dates? Who came up with all these things? We see these are things that people came up with, and we are trying to run with it. We have allowed them to keep on stressing us without really realizing the impact, the cost that they have to our lives. And now we are living our life just trying to chase up deadlines without really sitting down to ask ourselves, what are we really chasing this for? Is it really relevant to you, or you are just doing so because it's something that has been there? So really feeling behind, it is something that you might feel, but let that only be used as a way that will inspire you to keep doing what you're supposed to do. You are not behind. You can still achieve anything you want to achieve. You can still do what you want to do in life, just if you put in the work, you put in the effort, and you don't allow your mind to be stressed by this deadline. And to realize that if you allow your mind to be stressed by these deadlines, what you'll be doing is you'll be trying to rush things, and sometimes you must miss things. And if something's not working out, you are trying to figure out something is not working out, and you are seeing time is moving, and then it will come to a point where you will be overwhelmed, and you might give up on your dream. You might give up on your purpose. You might give up on that thing which you are chasing. Now, which is better? For you to keep on rushing things and reach a point where you come to an instant stop, and now you cannot figure things out, and you are not able to do anything else? Or is it better for you to appreciate the process, for you to appreciate the journey, and just be willing to go through life as it is, just learning to live one day at a time, and seeing what you can be able to do with the time you have? The next question is, how do I balance faith and ambition without feeling guilty or confused? I relate with this person because my background, I've been raised up in a Christian family, and I do value faith, and it's something that I hold dearly in my heart. But most people are really confused whether they should have dreams, they should have businesses, they should have things going on, or they should just dedicate their life to faith. They should just dedicate their life and commit themselves to church, or doing things in the ministry. But who told you that if you commit your life to other things is you doing the wrong thing? The Bible, in fact, says that God has given us the ability to work and to generate wealth, which means that yes, we need to be in church, we need to uphold our faith, but we also have that period where we need to work. When we see in Genesis, the first instruction to Adam is work. And this is something that we will see throughout the Bible. If you just read through the Bible, you will see the concept of work being brought out in a very clear way. Paul says that if you don't work, you should not eat. And these are just some of the things that we need to look into. Paul, a committed servant, an apostle, yes, he was so committed and so passionate about ministry, but he was also a tent maker, which really means that you can still uphold your faith, you can still be committed and still work or still do business. The Bible says something that is very important, that in the morning sow your seed, and in the evening let not your hands be idle, which really means that in either way, never allow yourself to be idle. Never allow yourself to be in a situation where you are just living life and you are just lazy and relaxed, not worrying about anything. But it really encourages a person who is proactive, that even though you are working as a career person in the morning, but in the evening find something else to do. And it goes on and says, because you do not know which will prosper, either that or that, or either this or that. Which simply means that if you are doing any kind of investment, if you are doing any plan in life, you really need to diversify, work, and also do other things, just to make sure you are in the safer place. And something that I will encourage you is the Bible says that whatever your hands find to do, do it with all your heart, to do it with all your might. Do it as if you are doing it to God and not to man, which really means that if you find yourself working as an employee, put all your heart there. If you find yourself in ministry, put your hands there. If you find yourself doing anything at any particular time of your day, just make sure you give it all the best, and you are doing this not unto man, but you are doing this unto God. And you realize that if you treat everything with professionality, if you try to bring to put the very best in everything you do, you will bring glory to God. If you are going to work today just to do what you did yesterday, you are not going to be as good tomorrow as you were yesterday. So every day, let's aspire to do something just to make sure that we are moving on, and also so that we can defend your faith, You realize that if by any chance you are working in any environment and you are not that professional in your work, the thing is, people will despise you. You might be committed. In your faith. But if you are not giving all the best in what you do, you are really calling unto people not to really trust in your faith. So let everything you do really support your belief, really support your faith. Question number 4 is, why does success feel like a moving target? And how do I define it for myself? Success is not static. Success is a journey. Success, as Knight Lingale says, is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal, a worthy goal. And I just recorded a video. I will link up the link in the video description. So make sure just to check it out, because I define success and I give a clear overview of how you can define success in a way that will really make it success to be owned by you. Because most of the time we have definition of success which have been imposed to us, and therefore we are living other people's life without really living our life. I will remember to put that link there. Just make sure you go and check it. But success is something, it's a journey. It's not really what you get, but it's the person you are becoming in the process of getting what you're working for. So if you treat success as something like that, you are going not to view it as something that is static, but you're going to realize that it is a moving target. The moment you reach a certain level, you need to move on. The moment you achieve this, you need to see what else you can be able to achieve. It's like you are going on a journey. The farthest point you can see is where your eyes will allow you to see. And the moment you reach that place, you will be able to see another destination. And that is how you need to treat success, that it is in level. The moment you climb the first step of the ladder, you need to make the second one, and so forth and so on. And realize that if you approach it with that mentality, it will be much easier for you. Question number 5, how do I deal with people who don't believe in my vision, especially family and friends? This is a genuine concern. In fact, the people who will not believe in what you do are your families. You know, your family are people who really believe that they know everything about you, because they have been with you for quite a long period of time. And that is just familiarity. They think they know you so well, to the point they know what you can do and what you cannot be able to do. And anytime you share with them a vision, they will just discourage you, or they will start to speak, are you sure you will be able to do this thing? But you realize that success, or if you want to achieve anything major in life, if you have a vision, this is something that is personal. This is something that you need to believe in it, you by yourself. Just know that people are not going to support you. But the moment you start to make progress and people are seeing the results, when people are seeing the fruits, you will now see people start coming to you. So success is a lonely path. And anytime that you find yourself on a path that has so many people, just know you're heading in the wrong direction. So if you have a clear vision, if you have something that is so huge, so magnificent, so big that you want to pursue in life, just know that most people are not going to support you. Just know that you are going to be yourself. And this calls upon you to really figure out your identity. You need to believe in yourself, that you're not going to allow other people to define who you are. You're not going to seek for validation from other people, but you're going to validate yourself. That external validation comes for just a short period of time, and therefore if we rely on it, you realize that you are not going to make any progress, and you will be disappointed because you are looking at people and they are discouraging you. But this is something that you can do. Always seek for mentors, people who have been in that journey, who have excelled in that particular thing that you want to do, and just sit around them and learn from them. Always seek for people who are way ahead of you, because these people, most of them will be able to encourage you to move on, because they know that you are able, you are capable of doing whatever thing that you want to do. Now we move on to question number 6. And this is, what's the one habit that can change the trajectory of my life? I know this is something that you are looking for, but I came to realize that in life, it doesn't have something that you can just do once and it will be able to change the trajectory of your life. But one habit that I will encourage, which will really be helpful to you, is for you to stay consistent. Consistency is the ability for you to do what you are supposed to do even if you don't want to do it. The ability to wake up every day and do the same things over and over and over again, even though it seems boring, but you are doing it. Even though it seems tiring, but you are doing it. Even though it seems that you are not making progress, but you are waking up daily to do it. It's like going to the gym. You cannot just wake up one day and go to the gym once and start looking at your muscle to see if they have built up. But you will go to the gym and realize the first day it will be enjoyable. When you go the second day, you will feel so pain. You try to do anything and you are feeling pain on in your muscles. But if you continue stretching the muscles, it grows, and to realize that the pain that you are feeling now, it goes away, and now there is a passion that is created now, and you just feel the passion of you going to the gym every day. And that is how you really need to view it. That the important thing that you can cultivate is discipline, the ability to do what is necessary even if you don't feel that you want to do it, and also for you to stay consistent and just do the little things. If, for example, you want to read a 200-page book, if you look at the book with that, when you look at the book as a whole, you will not be able to read it. But if you just focus on reading one page and moving on to the next page, like that, you realize that it will be much quicker, or it will be easy for you to read and finish up reading the book. Question number 7 is passion enough to build a life or career I love? Being passionate about something is important, but what you need to know, that passion alone cannot do anything. There is that space of skill, there is that space of consistency, and there is that place of being able to put in the hard work. This is what will really make you successful. This is what will really make you to be fulfilled. The thing is, your passion is not what will make you to be fulfilled, but the struggles you go through and overcome, the challenge you go through daily and you are able to go through successfully, and the accomplishment that you'll be able to achieve. These are the things that will make you fulfilled. So if you are passionate in any area, figure out how you're going to develop skills in that area. See how you're going to stay consistent. See how you're going to really put yourself outside there and apply yourself to make sure that that area you are passionate about, you become so professional in it and you have the relevant skills. And also, just to mention this, not everything that you are passionate in will generate income for you. So you just need to have that mindset. And if you have passion in this field and you see that there is no chance that is going to maybe generate any income for you, you can focus on doing something else and invest the money in your passion. Use the money to do what you are really passionate in. Question number 8 is, how do I stay focused when I'm surrounded by distraction and pressure? This week I've been reading a book, Deep Work by Cole Newport, and it gives rules for success in a distracted world. And it's true that we have so many distractions that there are so many distractions in our environment. So it really calls upon your willingness to focus on something for you to really fight all these temptations that come in, day out. So if you really want to focus in a distracted world, what I will suggest for you is just find a way of how you're going to divide your time, and maybe say that I'm going to focus for 2 hours undistracted, that you're going to focus on this one thing, and you're going to put all your distraction away from you. And if you can focus for 2 hours, you'll accomplish something which will give you the motivation for you to focus in doing another thing. This will be the best strategy for you to apply and to realize that anytime you are able to do something, it gives you the stamina, it gives you the ability for you to keep on doing something else. And what you'll be doing is that you will be building mental resilience, because if your mind can focus for 2 hours without distraction, if your mind can focus for 2 hours without wandering away, then it means that it is training itself and it's stretching itself beyond the what we call cognitive abilities, that you are stretching yourself to the point that your mind cannot stretch itself longer. But each time we stretch it, it's growing. And there is a saying that a mind who has been stretched by a new idea, a new experience, will never go back to its original place. And something else that you need to learn, that your mind is malleable. So if you are able to do something that stretches it, it grows, it adapts to the experience that you are bringing it to, and you realize that it's growing, and you will be able to continue doing what you want to do, and you will be able to focus in the distracted world. It requires discipline. It's not going to be easy. You have to put in quite a lot of work. Distractions are going to come, but when they come, just remind yourself, I need to focus. I need to focus. I need to focus. And that is the best way to go. And if you do that, I think it will really help you. The second last question is, why do I keep procrastinating even when I know what I should be doing? This is a very genuine question. The way our mind is wired to avoid giving us pressure. It's wired in a way that seeks comfort. The work of the mind really is to keep you safe, is to protect you, and is to make sure that you are in an environment that you are in an environment that relaxes you. Now, anytime that you want to do something that is mentally challenging, the mind will interpret it as a form of stress. And the moment it interprets it as a form of stress, it will release the stress hormones. And when the stress hormones are released, you will feel overwhelmed, you will feel anxious, you will feel as if nothing is exciting you. And the moment you are in this place, now the brain will come up with a mechanism of how it will make your mind to be, your brain will come up with a way of making you comfortable. So it will seek for quick dopamine hits just to get away with the stress, just to get rid of the stress. And that's why you realize that now you'll turn to social media for that quick dopamine quick. That's why you'll find out that you are turning out to something that is easy, something that is enjoyable to do. Even you realize that in the morning you woke up and you felt that spreading your bed was such a difficult and daunting task. But just this time, because the mind knows there is this task that you want to do, which is more daunting, it will make spreading the bed much easier for you. So it will just make you distracted. It will just make sure that it is getting rid of those stress hormones and the reaction that are happening, so that you feel relaxed. And that is how the mind works. I'm going to link a video also here. There is a video I recorded about procrastination and how you can be able to beat procrastination. I'm going to link it down here, so make sure that you check it out. The last question is, how do I develop emotional resilience when life keeps hitting hard? Life is hard, and that is something that you need to know. It is hard when you are trying to do something and it seems not to be working out. It is hard when you have started a business and you are not getting clients. It is hard when you are supposed to wake up very early in the morning for you to read, for you to do something just to make sure that you're making progress in your life. It's hard when you're looking at the life of other people. They are living life as if it's so easy, but on your side, life is like it's not working out. And in this place, something that is requires is mental resilience, is the ability for you to endure the hardship, is the ability for you to endure all the pain that's coming on your way, the obstacles that you have to overcome, all the things that you need to work for you to have a better life, and to realize that something that is worth, it's something that requires a lot of pain for you to really realize it. And something that I want you to know is the pain of regret lasts for a lifetime, but the pain of discipline lasts for a short time. So allow yourself to be in this pain of discipline for just a short period of time, and to realize, because of the accomplishment, as results start coming in, you will be building a stronger kind of mindset that will allow you to really overcome that kind of feeling that you have. So it really comes down to a personal choice. If you're willing to really go through the emotions that you have and just understand that this is something that is normal, you have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. You need to really come to terms with this experience and know that it's part of life. Just make sure that you don't allow yourself to go to the extreme where you become stressed or anxious about everything, but you just provide those checks and balances and make sure that you're focused on something, and you feel that you're so tired, just take a rest and keep on working. But now the thing is, don't take a break from resting, but take a break from work. Most people will take a break from resting, work a little bit, and then go back to resting. But really, rest needs to come after work. Yeah, that has been a great conversation with you today. I hope some of the questions that you have been answered. I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. Till we meet again. Bye for now.